It's now or never, Cavino and Rich, and we are here with UFC superstar Justin Gaethje. What's up, man?
What's up, man?
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me.
Listen,
Of
your
course.
performance versus Ferguson. Did you assume you were going to kick his ass like that?
No, absolutely not. I never assume. But if I'm assuming anything, it's going to be that they're going to kick my. Um, it's. I like that underdog mentality. Every time I get out of there, it's pretty surprising on what what I just accomplished.
Well, from our standpoint, it looked kind of easy for you. So you're saying it was a little more difficult than it appeared.
Actually, it was much easier than I anticipated. I can tell you that. I really controlled the distance and picked my shots. I could fight at that pace all night. That's the first thing my coach said when I came to the corner after round one. He says, "You can fight at this pace all night." And I was surprised I did, and that I could. But it was cool, man.
Do you feel in a weird way the crowd sort of no crowd worked for you?
I think it worked great. I think it served a great purpose. To be honest with you, I think it was something that I really, really needed to experience. Without that, I could never understand if or how I'm influenced by the crowd or by the fans or by the energy. So being able to go in there and experience that, have that experience, now I understand that they do affect me.
Yeah.
And so I think I'll have a better control of that next fight.
Justin, there are people that say you're such a man of the people. You're such a fan favorite that sometimes when your game plan has changed because you love the fan reaction. So maybe without the fans, this is great for you.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would have taken a couple more chances. I probably would have engaged more. And obviously, I didn't need to do that. I fought a perfect fight. It was a masterpiece. And I wouldn't have wanted to fight it any other way. So, yeah, it was great.
So, Justin, you fight this masterpiece. You're all fired up. They give you the interim belt. You don't want it. You want the UFC Lightweight Championship belt. So, where does it stand with Khabib right now? Are you going to get that fight? Is it happening? Or do you think he's going to fight someone else before he gets to you?
No, I'm fighting Khabib next. As soon as they wrapped that thing around my waist, that was in my mind. I was fighting for is the right to fight the best in the world, the right to call myself the best in the world. I threw it on the ground because that was the competitor in me. As soon as I walked out, my coach, told me to enjoy this. Not many people get to hold these things, so he told me to really enjoy it. And I've been taking it. I've been taking pictures with it, showing my family, my coaches, the kids. It's something special to share. So it's been cool.
How do you feel about the respect you get from other fighters? Henry Cejudo says that before he goes down to the ring, before he beat Cruz, he said he was watching Justin Gaethje highlights. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, man, it feels really good, to be honest with you. The first time I met Francis Ngannou, he walked up to me and told me how he was such a huge fan. That was his favorite fighter. And that's it's a huge accomplishment as a fighter, as someone that's in the industry. It's cool to get that recognition I've said it thousands of times. Humans recognize effort. Humans are able to measure effort. It's very visible, and I give max effort every single time. And fighters know what that takes, and they respect that.
Or as they say, game recognize game, fight recognize fight. But you guys have the same manager, right? So any scoop? Do you really think he's done? Is he officially retired, or do you think he'll come back?
Who Henry?
Yeah.
I have no. I don't talk to my manager about any of the guys. I know him personally. I think it's similar circumstance to what a lot of guys are going through. Politics. So we'll see how it works out.
McGregor, is he full of crap? Is he retired, or does he still want a piece of you?
Yeah, we'll see. I think he'll fight again. I really do. I think he'll fight again. I think, he should wait for the winner of me and Khabib. If I win, I think he definitely comes back. If Khabib wins, I don't know. I'm not sure about that. But yeah, I think it's cool. It's he's a legend, man. What he did was legendary status. I'll never take that away from him. He deserves credit. He's accomplished so much in this sport. What every fighter wants to attain, he accomplished. So hats off to him. Can't wait to punch him in the face.
So Justin, as a competitive fighter, you obviously think you could beat McGregor. You know you could beat McGregor, but how do you see it playing out?
Distance control is the number one factor in any fight. It's established in the first 30 seconds. It's not visible, but it's established, and that would be a huge factor in our fight. Who can control the distance? I think the best thing about me is I can kick the shit out of people. So when they are trying to control distance, or maybe they are winning at that, I can just kick them in the leg and try and reset that. So yeah, I mean, I think I would knock him out. To be honest with you, I think he's got about 3 rounds, and then then it's hell, and he doesn't want to go to hell. So I think he's good for now.
How do you feel Dana White is navigating the return of the UFC, Fight Island, being one of the first sports to to come back? Do you feel like UFC is sort of gaining new fans? Do you like the way everything's going?
Yeah, I love it. As soon as I got the call, I knew that not just was I going to get a paycheck, but every single UFC employee was going to get a paycheck, whenever an event happened. So that was huge for me. That was a huge factor in my decision making. So I think they've done a great job. They've led they've been at the forefront of the charge, first and only. It was great for me. Timing's everything, man. Everybody, all the eyeballs were on me. So, I got nothing to be mad about.
You know what? Speaking of all the eyeballs on you, I'm wondering if you're getting sort of that golden boy treatment from Dana White, because it seems like he has a lot of beef with some of his other superstars. So how's it been with you?
I don't have a personal relationship at all with Dana. I've never called him. I've texted him once. When I said in an interview that if I got passed up because of politics, I wanted to punch him in the face. My manager called me and was like, "Hey man, maybe you should text him." And I was like, "Hey, I don't really want to punch you in the face." So that was the only time I'd ever talked to him after the fight. He called me like a week after and told me he just got off the phone with Trump and said Trump was raving about me, about how awesome the fight was and how awesome the whole event was. So that was the first time he ever called me. And I haven't talked to him since. For me, I want to, I'd like to be friends with him, but I'm going to have to go to war with that man. So I don't want to be too close.
So Justin, how do you feel when you hear our president Donald Trump is watching your fights and is a fan of what you do?
The same way I felt whenever Nagano told me, he was my biggest fan. It's pretty cool. I'm from Safford, Arizona. Nobody knows where that's from. It's Tombstone. You've watched the movie Tombstone. It's about 40 miles north of that. It's in the middle of nowhere. That's where I grew up. That's where I was raised. That's where I thought I would live my whole life. So it's pretty cool. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying all of it.
All right, Justin, let's do a little something we call Tales from the Gram.
At Justin_Gaethje. The first one's a real nice one of you and your mom. And you and I have something in common. We both have Mexican mothers.
In that picture, that was in World Series. She probably didn't think she could be prouder, but I proved her wrong. I have the best parents, man. I got the most supportive, stable at home. That's why I don't care if I win or lose. I know they're going to love me, my family, my brother, my sister, my nieces, my nephews, my mom, my dad, my nana, my tata, they're there. So, that's what I fight for. That's my why.
And this one right here, I'd imagine, is a huge moment for you, signing your first UFC contract.
That was big. I had a lot of people to prove right when I signed that contract. So it was a great day.
You showed an interest in fighting. Were they like, I don't know, Justin, do you really want to fight? Or did they encourage you all along?
They had me in wrestling at 4 years old. They gave me a twin brother. This is all their fault.
You know what? Speaking of your twin brother, that's the next picture. Tales from the Gram.
There it is.
Now, could you always ask? Because he seems a lot bigger than you in this picture.
Hey, I'm big brother. I'm 16 minutes older. He'll never beat me up.
What about this one? Every Philadelphia poses with the Rocky statue. Are the Rocky movies as important to you as they are to us?
Absolutely. I was born in '88. That's prime Rocky territory. So it's some of my favorite moments. Being there next to that statue, that was when I was there for media day. So a couple months before the fight, it was cool. I wrestled where I fought at Barboza. I wrestled my last wrestling match of my life. So that was a cool little culmination of events.
All right, and the last one, you posing with UFC legends Matt Hughes and BJ Penn.
Yeah, that was that. I think it was the Hall of Fame awards in during one of the fight weeks. I think probably 2018. Yeah, dude. Again, one of those surreal moments. But it was, the first thing I understood when I made it is that nobody's special, man. Everybody's normal. So that's it's cool to meet everybody and understand and see who they are. All I know is what they are on TV, but that first interaction is always pretty special.
Justin, you're an easy guy to root for. We love watching you fight, and I can't wait to see what's next. Whether it's Khabib, McGregor down the line, just know that you are one of the guys that everyone loves to watch fight. So thanks for being with us, man.
Oh yeah, man. Thank you guys. Thank you. I appreciate the time. Thanks for having me.